Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Legends League Counter-Strike day. It's going to be an awesome day. I hope you guys are having a good week. I'm your host, Supertramp, and we're going to have one match for you guys this evening. It is going to be starting in a couple minutes. Should start at 8 p.m., so not too far away. It is going to be ZA Red Wolves versus Ghouligans. So this should be a good one. I know I'm looking for it, looking forward to it, and I hope you guys as well. And it should be a good way to start the Friday off with and the weekend. So with that, guys, the casters for this evening is going to be Zanny and myself, Supertramp. Zanny, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. And how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm happy it's Friday. It's finally the weekend.
Yeah, I know, right? It's been like this Friday has been like, I don't know, walking on eggshells to get here, man.
Yeah, it took its sweet time. Um,
Yeah, man.
yeah, but we've got an exciting match coming up. This is ZA Red Wolves, if I'm not mistaken. What's its specific team name? Do you know?
Yeah, it's the Shadow Pack, and
Shadow
then
Pack.
yeah, facing the Gilligans.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. So it should be an interesting match. I think. Um, if I'm not mistaken, ZA Red Wolves haven't lost a match yet.
No, I'm not
Uh,
sure actually. Because if I'm not mistaken, it could be that they won their first match, the previous game that they did play.
yeah.
But that was the Bloodlust pack. So,
Yes,
um,
yeah.
yeah. So
And they're
I'm
in a
not
different group.
really. Yeah. So they're in a different group. But if I'm not mistaken, the elite bracket, the Shadow pack, did lose their last round.
Oh, did they?
Um, I think so. Yes.
Yeah, so this is elite bracket matches, so this should be a really intense one. I think it's going to be a tough one for them. I think Ghouligans are a bit of a wild card at the moment. I don't think I've seen them play as yet. So it should be a good match.
I've watched them play one
Mm,
scrimmage, and from what I've seen is that they are very good. I'm just not sure if they're gonna be able to take the shadow pack. Because if I'm looking at how the teams have bettered themselves, all the teams that are participating in
yeah.
this tournament, I'd be terrified to face anybody.
100%. These elite bracket teams are on a whole nother level. Um, it almost seems like they're just I don't know. I can't even comprehend how they get those shots and all those angles and some of the plays they make. But just got a bit of information. Thanks, D Shorty in chat. He actually just mentioned they lost one and won one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, so this is quite a big match for them and a good map. We do have the map choices, so I think let's quickly run through that. So for ZA Red Wolves, they've chosen Inferno and have heads. On the side of Ghouligans, they've chosen Mirage and Tails. So I'd say two of the most popular maps. Let's see which team can get what. Awesome stuff. Let's do the coin toss quickly and let these teams know. Awesome stuff. It's head. ZA Red Wolves winning the coin toss and getting Inferno.
That is so bad. You know how many Inferno games I've watched? But then again, I watched. Who did I watch on Inferno? I think it was the Wolf Pack that played, the
All
Bloodlust
right.
Pack that played on Inferno, and they really did a good number. So
Hmm.
I mean,
That
I'm
seems to be
excited
a
to
Red
see.
Wolves favorite.
Yeah, I mean it's a very util heavy
Hmm.
map, so util needs to be practiced quite a bit. But I mean, seems like they've got that in the bag. Um, I can't really say anything for the Gilligans because I've only seen them scrum, but I can just bet that they are gonna bring the game as
100%.
well.
I mean, it's a map that they should know. I don't think Ghouligans are going to be caught off too much by that pick. As you mentioned, you've actually casted quite a few maps on games on Inferno, so definitely a popular choice from teams.
No, no, definitely, definitely,
Hmm.
definitely.
In fact, I think we've mentioned this before, but it's such a hectic map, you know, controlling mid. You know, it's for the I think for the terrorists it's so tricky because banana can just be like a death trap, and you know if you go into apps, like getting out of apps is difficult. But if you do take sites, it's like a very hard map to retake.
Yeah, no, definitely. It also depends on which site you're trying to take back.
Mm,
A site seems to be for personal preference. A site is kind of like easier to take than B site because B has a lot of nooks and crannies where
mm.
the opposing team can hide. That makes it a little bit difficult because I mean, if you're three, at least two of you gets picked off before you get to defuse the bomb.
Yeah, and there's you know there's only two ways they could come. I think A, there's quite a few. You know, library archers,
Yeah, no,
mid boiler apps. You know, it's like a huge amount of area to cover as well. You know, especially if
yeah,
you
no,
only plant
definitely.
with like two terrorists left.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I'm really excited to see. I think this is the first tournament match that we'll be seeing from the Ghouligans. So I hope that the teams that are going to be facing them are watching so that they can see
Yeah,
what they might be up against.
yeah. So it's a bit of a tricky one because ZA Red Wolves, they don't have that luxury.
Um, Yeah, as far as I know, the Red Wolves and the Ghouligans, they are kind of they know each other.
Hmm.
They've known each other for quite a while, so I think they kind of know each other's gameplays,
Oh, all
and I
right.
think that might actually make the game a little bit more interesting that we can expect.
Yeah, that actually probably plays a big role. As you mentioned, they probably play each other quite a lot, actually know each other quite well. So it makes it difficult to bring something new, you know, and switch things up a bit.
Yeah, but we'll see. I'm excited. Everybody knows who I'll be rooting for, but I mean, I won't take anything away from the other team.
Yeah,
If they're good, they're good.
it's all right. I'll level it out. I'll root for the Ghouligans.
Okay, then I can root for the Red Wolves.
Yeah,
Okay,
just to make you know make it a bit even.
I'd bet. Let's do that.
Oh man, but it should be a good one. I mean, we've seen what Griffey and Red Denza and those guys can do. So I think Ghouligans have that sort of mystery factor, you know. Um, so we'll see what they can do going into this map, which wasn't their choice actually. So that makes it another bit of a challenge.
I wish you could say which was the other choice. Because I'd be excited. Well, I would be a little bit like, I want to know which they would say is their good map.
So they
But-
chose Mirage. Um,
oh, Mirage.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so this is where the trick comes in now. So if you're good on Mirage, you're good on Inferno. Because it's a lot of the same gameplays, very util heavy, AWP friendly,
Hmm.
um, rush friendly as well. So yeah,
I've actually noticed that it seems like the elite bracket teams actually prefer Inferno. Like, if I'm not mistaken, most or a good portion of them have actually been selecting Inferno. Um, so I think with that, it does look like the teams are ready. So I'm just going to jump into the versus screen and we'll be right in it. Ghouligans versus ZA Red Wolves. Shadow Pack. Awesome stuff. We're in the action right now. It's a knife round. The teams are just going to run down mid as per normal. Yeah, just gonna see who can get that counter terrace or T side. Oh, they're doing the dance. They get the blood is drawn. Oh man, they're running through the terrace here. The Red Bull's just doing so much work, and it's 3v1 here, but he's doing a lot of work. But we'll go down. And in fact, the team kills are coming through. Oh man.
I mean, if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, why not? Yeah,
Easy.
they had some extra players alive, you know.
Yeah, just a little. Okay,
Oh
so
man.
that is a 1 point to the Ghouligans, which would mean they get to choose whether they want to stay or switch sides. And they decided to switch
Yeah, okay,
sides.
that's an interesting decision. I haven't seen many teams decide to. I think I've seen one team decide to choose a terrace. Obviously, it is a more aggressive playstyle that you would expect from a team that does prefer terrace. So I think we should be in a good, in for a good match.
No, definitely. We currently one down on the Red Wolf side. Mm,
It looks like it's Denzo.
yeah. So we'll see um how long he takes to come back. But I mean, while they're waiting, I mean the anticipation is like running super high right now.
Yeah. This is an important match. Um, but I'm interested to see what they do here. Obviously, this is important. You know, you've got to make it into the knockout stages so that you can start progressing into you know, sort of later stages of the tournament. So these matches are super important. You know, if you can secure a couple early wins, the pressure kind of is taken off to win. You know, all your matches. Um,
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think the fact that if you look at the scoreboard, um, they are pretty close to each other,
hmm,
point wise. I think trying to get the opposite team like a little bit lower than you is always a plus point,
yeah.
especially when it comes to knockout. And I mean, even the dominance. I mean, once you know that a team has won so many, you're very afraid to face them, and that makes you very anxious, and that potentially like affects your gameplay.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right there. And in fact, it looks like Red Dancer is back in and they are ready to go. So we're seeing a full armor buy coming from the terrorists and just a bunch of utility on Red Wolf's side. So it could be interesting. They do have that diffuse kit and they do have one player with armor as well.
I mean, I did mention that this is a very util heavy map.
Yeah,
If you have your util usage down, it makes it a little bit easier for you to take the round as to what it would be without any util.
100%. I think it's important, obviously, being on the terror side, I mean, counter terrorists, they need a hold side, but they're already pushing out of. Oh man, they take down 2 on A already. This could be a bit of a challenge for them. As we mentioned, retakes are difficult on this map.
Oh, and another one falls, leaving a 2v5 situation.
Sneaky
But they're
Elf is
moving
going to
in
have to
pretty.
be very sneaky here.
Oh,
Oh.
that is what you call a pistol whip, by the way.
Indeed. Oh man, CK Elf is gonna have to pull something out of the hat here. In fact, he is gonna peek. Oh, but he gets headshotted by Pew Pew. Indeed, he got Pew Pewed.
Oh no. And that leaves us with the first round match. First match round for
Yeah.
round point for the Ghouligans. I
Oh
can't
man.
even speak.
It's alright, take your time. But we're seeing a full Mac 10 buy. Well, actually, no. It looks like Pew Pew went for the Bison. But yeah, that's a pretty intense buy from them. Committing a lot of utility as well.
I mean, that's a very strong buy from their side, and I
Mm.
think the Red Wolves' first buy actually shot them in the foot a little
Yeah.
because they literally had two util on the whole team, and they have a full set of pistols. But then again, don't let the USPS like fool you because it's very good, it's very strong, very accurate.
100%. We do see full armor coming from the side of Ghouligans, so making it a little bit of a challenge, but they're still taking it very slow. You don't know if they have board yet or not, but it looks
Ooh.
like Bullet Rain is going to go down, and that might give them the opening they need to push the side. Oh man.
Oh,
Oh,
pew.
Griffey though with
Griffey.
the plays there. Gonna get another. It looks like he's gonna get
Oh,
another with his USP, like you mentioned.
I mean, Griffey just did a 2K, so I mean,
Yeah.
that leaves us with the 2v3, but the opposite team does have SMGs, which could
Mm.
potentially be dangerous, especially because they're both low HP.
Yeah, 100%. In fact, they are trying to see if they can get a couple more frags here. Oh, but it looks like he's. I think
Oh,
he shot him in the head there. What a play. Oh, man. But again, they are saving, so I think, you know, it's sort of, you know, kind of expected. They probably weren't, you know, they were thinking, let's get as many kills as we can, knowing that the terrorists did buy that round.
no, definitely. I mean, we still see a full save from the Red Wolves with only 3 pieces of utility. We have grenade. Oh,
Oh, Token just pushing up mid, but I mean, Oh, they were just ready for that. So they're going to push mid. They spot Griffey and they bring him down so quickly. And that's just going to leave A-side pretty much open. There's one player pushing up apps. Spots one, brings him down,
Ooh,
double taps him in the head.
what a train.
Oh, man.
Somebody just got chucked with a molly in the face.
Oh, man.
Oh, no. The good thing about this is the T side always has the economy is also always stronger
Yeah.
because unfortunately terrorist team weapons are much less expensive. Bullet Rain just gave away his position.
Yeah. And it might
So
be why
all
they
eyes are on
opted
him
for
now.
another save as well, being on the CT side.
Oh, pew pew. No. No, no. No, 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 no.
Oof, man. But they do bring down Sativa, though, so that, again, getting 2 kills there on a full save. So, yeah, it looks like we're going to see that full buy from them. 2 AWPs already on this map. I kind of like that. I think this, as you mentioned, as the match is starting, this is an AWP map. Very AWP friendly.
The only problem with that is right now, as you see, there is an SMG in the opposing team. SMG rushing an AWP is your point.
Yeah.
If you pick a corner, you strafe peek somebody, it's over with.
100%.
You get them.
Looks like they're gonna play mid. There is an AWP sitting in mid, so they need to be careful here. Pew Pew might just accidentally peek that. Well, it looks like he is playing around mid, but they smoke it out rightly so. I think Terra's just looking for their opening. But they actually pushed up very far in Banana.
The thing is, if they can take out Pew Pew, it should be an easier round for them because Pew Pew is currently doing a top frag.
Yeah.
So meaning Pew Pew is doing a lot of the work. I'm not taking anything away from the other teams because I think they can even do it alone. But I mean, taking out a team's top fraggers are always a good thing when you're trying to take a round.
It's a good start for them though. It's 3v2 and in fact they actually have been tagged, the last 2 terrorists alive, but they do get the bomb down, which is, you know, it does make things tricky. Oh, they spot one player there and they bring him down. Sneaky Elf just bringing this map back a bit.
I mean, there's one camping inside of apps. Will they notice this? I think they do know because they are surrounding apps pretty well.
In fact, they are. Oh man! Oh, Sneaky Elf gets the Covey. Oh man, it gets around, but pretty well done from, I think it's Taboozle?
Yeah,
no, I think very good job on his part to pick up 2 kills there. But nevertheless, good round for ZA Red Wolves.
No, that is definitely a good round for the ZA Red Wolves.
Yeah.
I think they have studied the play patterns of the Ghouligans now, and I think they do realize what they need to do to counter them.
Oh, they accidentally bought an extra AK there, just not knowing that he was going to pass him the AWP. Oh man, but we're seeing a full buy from ZA Red Wolves as well. So I think this is potentially a crucial round here, Zanny. You know, both teams committing most of their economy right now.
I mean, yes, but also no, because at the end of the day, you do still get your round money, which is about 2.5, which is enough to buy like a SMG, maybe a little bit of util.
Bullet Rain. Yeah, he set up that smoke, but it just didn't pay off. He got caught with the grenade in his hand. Oh man. Oh, Pew Pew! He flicked there while he was running. Oh, and they bring down Red Denzer as well, and that's B side.
I mean, we have a 2v5 right now. I think they should save, especially because the economy is looking a little bit on the rougher side of things.
100%. I think pushing this would be very difficult. I mean, they didn't even, unfortunately, didn't tag any of them with that, with them pushing. And I think Pew Pew set that up perfectly with that AWP shot. I mean, he would have been in a lot of trouble if he missed that shot.
I mean, definitely. But from what I see, is Pew Pew is a very strong player. He's currently sitting on 7 kills, 1 death. So I mean, 1 assist. No, that is a Taboozle. We have 2 deaths from him. So they are playing pretty equal to one another. I think their skill levels are pretty merged right now.
Oh wow,
Um,
Tabuzo's sitting on 28 points already. I'm assuming he planted the bomb every single time.
he makes sure he gets those points.
Yeah, you just gotta farm those points, you know? Maybe he thinks it's just a matchmaking game. He's trying to rank up here.
Aren't we all?
Oh man. I mean, that's actually I'm actually curious about that. Do you think teams actually prioritize the player that actually carries the bomb, generally? I know a lot of teams just drop it and look for a site, but maybe having like prioritizing someone just to be the bomb carrier, like second entry onto a site.
The problem with that is, okay, and this is also just personal preference, allocating the bomb to only one person could potentially be very difficult, because if you have a whole team fighting because the bomb is allocated to only one person, that would mean that that one person could possibly potentially be left all alone alive. Also, the thing with the bomb dropping, what they do is they drop the bomb so that bomb does not get spotted, and this is generally when they are playing for picks.
100%. And looks like they are doing just that. They're looking for those picks, but I think Zeta Red Wolves are playing a lot more passively. They're not sitting in apps anymore, and I think rightly so, because it's a bit of it's easier to hold the apps exit than to actually play in apps.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's close quarters, so I mean, if you're stuck in there, you're stuck. You can't get out. Token gets taken down by Sativa, and Sativa takes down another one.
Oh, but
But
Bullet
Bullet
Rain gets
Rain-
pew pew.
Oh,
Bullet Rain goes down through the smoke, just giving away his position while he was shooting through it. We'll see what they can do here. It is 2v4 though, and I think saving again might be a bit of a challenge. They spot one, can they bring it down? They will bring down the one terrorist. And in fact, it looks like they are just going to try save. They did pick up an AWP. Wait. Okay, he's going back for it. Oh. Pull out the AWP.
my heart!
Oh, he gets him.
Oh, sneaky elf.
I mean, that just makes the save
animal.
even better. Oh
You
man.
Animal.
You know, the funny thing is, if he didn't forget that AWP, he wouldn't have got that kill.
True, but yeah, that was very risky. Not gonna lie.
100%. That was very close. He almost got taken down there.
My heart sank when I heard those bullets. I'm like, no.
Oh man, but I mean, they got an AWP on their side. They got 2 M4s, so not too bad. I think they're keeping the economy going, even though they're I'd say they're struggling a little bit. It's still early days, but oh
Oh,
man,
red Benza.
gets one but gets taken down. In fact, they've already taken sight. There's one on balcony, but he's in a lot of trouble and gets headshotted by Dankenstein. What a name. Oh, Token picks up a kill there on Sativa. If I'm not mistaken, he had an AWP there, so they could potentially get an AWP here.
I mean, they are falling behind, but I mean, at the end of the day, retakes are a thing. So I wouldn't be too worried about the situation.
Yeah.
But will Zan really realize that he might be coming down? They seem to be saving once again. Bullet Rain.
Oh, Token! Oh man, he had a bit of a tough start, but he picked up 2k there.
I mean, if you look at the kills on Zeta Red Wolf's side, it is picking up quite a bit right now.
Yeah.
Whereas on the T side, it's kind of standing still, but not really. It's here one, there one. But I think all those saves really makes it difficult for them to pick up any frags.
100%. But if we do look at Pew Pew and Tabuzel, they haven't picked up any kills, but they get it out Banana. In fact, they get 2 of them. Bullet Rain and Token, and that leaves 0 players on B side. Oh,
I mean,
man.
Duncan just went in there and just cleared sight.
Yeah, he went full tilt there, picking up 2 kills almost immediately after each other. And they pick up Griffy through the smoke. Oh man, things are just not going Zeta Red Wolf's way this game.
Hypothetically, that was not through the smoke. Okay, so if you look nicely at the back side, he was boosted, meaning he could see over the
Okay,
smoke.
100%.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, they bring
oh,
down
pew
Pew
pew.
Pew. I mean, he had an AWP. All he had to do was click, but he was flashed absolutely like beyond belief.
I mean, ooh. I mean, Pew Pew is a very good player, but I think at that stage, Sneaky Alpha was just faster.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a tough scenario that Red Wolves are in. I don't think they can afford to save here. Maybe they should. I don't know. Yeah, but we do see a pause coming out. Maybe they're just rethinking some stuff quickly. But yeah, they need to bring a couple more rounds back. They just seem to be struggling to hold these sites. I'm not sure what they can actually do because I think Ghouligans are doing a good job at sort of identifying a site and pushing it once they get one or two picks.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think any team that needs to be facing the Ghouligans still really needs to be awake.
Yeah.
And they really need to look at the gameplay and really figure out like how will they approach this. If you look at the Red Wolves, they are doing a quick rush right now. They are safe. So this is potentially where they know they're going to lose a round, but they will take a few down.
Almost brings down two, but he brings down one more.
Oh!
He almost brings down a third, but he ends up going down. Looks like they are rushing through apps to get onto A side. There is only 2 counter terrorists left, and in fact make that 1 to Boozle, bringing down Token there. And unfortunately he had the AK that they managed to pick up there. Oh, but Sipuluren did pick it up and in fact brings down Pew Pew as well. So he's, I mean, as much as it's 1v3 now. Oh.
I mean, he's not going to know Dankenstein is standing there.
That's the wrong way. Yeah.
And he gets taken down.
I mean, it was an alright rush. Unfortunately, I think Ghouligans did the right thing there. They sort of, you know, immediately started running for A. You know, let 1 or 2 fall.
So this is the first time I see this in the tournament. We have a noob cannon.
Alrighty. I mean, maybe that's what they need to bring this back. And in fact, I can commend it. That's the kind of weapon that'll help you hold the site very well.
It does, yes, but that is potentially very dangerous for your team.
Yeah.
This is worst case scenario. Buy a noob cannon, but in the hands of the Ghouligans, what do you think might happen with this?
Oof. I think this is a potentially a strong round for Zeta Red Wolves, but Ghouligans are so they're very careful at pushing sites. So you know, maybe they'll get 1 pick off with the noob cannon, and they'll immediately push a different site or something. So yeah, it's going to make Red Denz's job a little bit difficult because retaking with a noob cannon is still going to be a problem. But Sneaky brings down Pew Pew, and it looks like Dankenstein is going to push side, spots 1, doesn't bring him down, and decides to run away. I think he could have maybe got that there.
I mean, I really hope those Zeta Red Wolves get this one.
Oh, the noob cannon just doing so much work there. Oh man.
I mean, it's risky, but I mean, this is paying off right now.
Yeah.
Dankenstein is a very strong player, as you can see, but he is 22 HP.
Oh, and in fact, he was reloading and it just goes down to Token.
And he goes down.
So
and that is another one for the Red Wolves.
Yeah, that noob cannon potentially just won them the round there, because let's hypothetically say he had an AWP there. He probably only gets 1 kill. Right? Maybe 1 kill and survives, and then could potentially play for another pick, but... So I really like that pick from them. In fact, they actually got rid of the noob cannon.
I am very, very happy with what they just did. So if you look at what they just did is they bought the noob cannon, they took the round, and they got rid of it. Why? Because potentially now they know there's a noob cannon. So they're going to go there and try and get the noob cannon, and then potentially take out the rest of the teammates with the noob cannon. So like now that they got rid of it.
Yeah. Ooh. Lots of utility coming through. No, Griffey just caught in like multiple flashes. But there's an AWP on site. In fact, Red Denzel with the headshot. Spots another, misses the shot, goes down. But that's a 3v2, and there is someone pushing behind him. Do they see Sneaky Elf? He's being very sneaky, but Dankenstein ends that there. Oh man, 2v1. He knows they're coming through on construction side. Spots and brings it down. It's now a 1v1, Zanny. Ooh.
Q and Token.
Oh, but Pew Pew just securing that round. Oh man. Pretty strong execute, and I think Zenit Red Wolves did very well to hold that site there. Like they did. I think Red Denza did a huge amount of work with that AWP. But they rushed very quickly there compared to their previous rounds, Ghouligans.
No, definitely. And I honestly think I need to get into contact with Mr. Pig. I really need some training from the Red Wolves. I need to be able to do what they're doing because I can't do that.
You can ask him for some noob cannon training.
Oh no, I don't need, nobody needs training in a noob cannon.
I saw what he just did there with that noob cannon. I'm thinking, flip, do I even know how to use it?
It's basically an AWP in an AK form. Let me just put it that way.
Oh man. It looks like they are trying to execute B again. They are going to push on, but is Griffy going to spot him? Oh, he pulls out a nade! But he will go down. Unfortunately, he didn't expect the push. Oh. And they take side again. Token spots the AWP there in the back of sight. Doesn't quite bring him down, and doesn't look like they've got the bomb down. In fact, it's on A site. Well, in fact, they're going to take side down. The AWP comes through, and they end up taking them all down. So it's currently ZA Red Wolves 2, Ghouligans 10. So things looking a little rough for... Maybe they need another noob cannon.
I'll allow that. I'll let that happen. Unfortunately, their economy is not allowing that, though.
Yeah,
so...
they're gonna have to force a savior.
I mean, after seeing, if you can play Negev, I think it's okay to play a noob cannon.
Yeah, 100%. And you know, there's ways of dealing with noob cannons. You know, utility is obviously super key against that. In fact, we see Red Denza going down and Sneaky Elf. So the safe round just not working out for them. Oof.
Frankenstein is just like cutting through them like butter right now.
Yeah, they're super good with these AKs, so maybe if when the round switches, they won't have that luxury.
Maybe. I really hope so. The ZA Red Wolves are really putting up a very big performance as well. So I'm excited to see once the teams do switch over what is going to happen.
Yeah. 100%. It looks like Token is just waiting there. I don't think he wants to save. He does spot one, but can't bring him down with that USP. Don't walk through the smoke. Right. Hunter spots one, but Pew Pew just takes him down. Oh, sorry, it was to Boozle.
Oh no, definitely. They're doing very quick picks around all the corners. Definitely a lot of work that went into this. I mean, this is no rookie gameplay. Not from the Red Wolves nor the Ghouligans.
100%. Speaking about Red Wolves, they're picking up double AWPs here, so maybe they can hold this. Obviously, probably going to put one on A and one on B and spot one mid, bring him down. Token. Oh man, they need to give this guy AWPs more often. Flash is coming out there, spot one. Can they bring him down? Bullet Rain gets the headshot and brings him down, making it a 3v5.
I mean, this is already looking like a very good... Oh, my heart! A very good round for the ZA Red Wolves.
100%. I think they definitely need this. If they can pick up the next 2 rounds, so make it 4-11, they can potentially have a good terrorist side. Yeah, so we'll see what happens here. Looks like they're pushing all the AWPer there, but they smoke out apps. Are they going to spot the guys pushing through apps? He does bring him down. In fact, they bring down Pew Pew as well. Sativa's all on his lonesome here.
I mean, this is definitely one for the ZA Red Wolves, and it's not because I am looking down at Sativa's gameplay, because he is really good. It's just facing 2 AWPers and 2 rifles
100%
alone is rough.
I must say, Token is doing a pretty good job on this AWP. If I'm not mistaken, he picked up the initial frag there, and you know, that's been their challenge. They've been losing those entry frags, initially in the previous rounds. I mean, he's still going for it. It looks like he's not going to save. They actually have the bank to potentially use this, but Token knows that he's pushing and gets the AWP shot. Alrighty.
And that is another one for the ZA Red Wolves, leaving them with 3, and the Ghouligans with 11.
Yeah.
Can we see another overtime here, maybe? Like
Possible.
I
think
bloodlust pack.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a bit
double
hectic.
overtime.
Yeah, double overtime is even more hectic. If I'm not mistaken, that's 12 rounds. Oh, they spot the guy in abs. Bullet Rain just unable to bring down Dankenstein there. Oh, but Token with this AWP, he beats Pew Pew. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, Pew Pew had the AWP there, so he won that trade. Oh, lots of utility on B. They need to rotate over super quick. There's only one on B side at the moment, and he is getting smoked out of side.
I mean, Griffey is alone on site right now, but Token is watching with an AWP. He is waiting for this. Ooh.
Oh, Token, man. He's having a pretty solid round now. But unfortunately, they got to retake the site now.
It's a 3v3. So, I mean, this could go either or.
Yeah.
Zyperonic is just holding the angle there. Oh no!
Damn.
He was just waiting.
Yeah, and Sativa just picking up 2 kills there, and then that was. The thing is, they executed very quickly on City, and they got caught with only one on site. And in fact, the one on site actually had to back off. But that is, that is the halfway mark for this match, and it does look like the Terrans are pushing into apps, potentially going to go A. So this is where we maybe see the game turn on its head.
Yeah, no, definitely. Ooh! Bullet Rain!
That just shows what he does. Oh, and in fact, he picks up another one!
Whoa.
Oh, they're doing a bit of a cheeky play, just running onto B now.
Yeah, they're doing an all around the world right now.
Yeah.
Which is a very good idea, because chances are they've already started to rotate off, which is not the case for Zanpronic.
Yeah.
Zanpronic is stuck on site alone with all the Red Wolves right now.
He does pick up one, but they're all rushing him so carefully, and they get him. Oh man,
and
that
the
was
last
a quick
one is
round.
approaching from CT. Taboozle is a very strong player, so he could potentially get a few picks, maybe win the round.
Yeah, I think Zeta Red Wolves should just hold some angles. I don't think it's worth just hunting or trying to do anything fancy. Does spot one banana, gives away his position, pushes aside, gets the headshot onto Griffey. What a play! Can he clutch this? So he knows there's one banana. Has to probably check construction. In fact, he's pushing and he gets headshotted by Julies. Oh, I haven't seen Julies in a while.
And the first round to the switch is for the Zeta Red Wolves.
Yeah,
that was a very strong execution from the Red Wolves. They did a perfect around the world. They took out as they went, and they cleared site as quickly as possible.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they picked up 3 kills on the way onto B site. And you couldn't really ask for better. I suppose 4 kills or 5 kills would technically be better, but oh man.
I mean, Sneaky Alpha is on 19 HP. He took a lot of damage from Util coming down banana.
It looks like he's gonna push him to side, but gets shot down. Being like, oof.
Having to walk through that one-way smoke and not knowing it's one-way smoke is really something. I mean, that could have potentially gone either or. That was rough.
Oh, the headshot through the wall onto Griffey, but Token brings down Pew Pew. So it still is a 2v2 now. But it seems like they're a bit stuck here in CT spawn.
And it's a 3v2. But it is 2 very good players that is left behind. So they just need to play strategic and think and listen.
100%. It looks like they are pushing onto B side. Oh, but Sativa's holding it
now.
Yeah. Oh, they're slowly taking the site. They've got some time to work with this. I'm not sure if they have to push this right now. But it looks like they're going to go for it. They're checking their corners very carefully, pre-fire a couple. But Token's actually lurking on A site right now.
I mean, Token is doing a very strong rotate. Redenza needs to check his corners.
Oh man, he goes down there, but he ended up bringing Sativa down to 36, but they don't have time to plant, unfortunately. Ooh, unfortunate round for them. I mean, Zeta Red Wolves were controlling that round, but unfortunately got stuck in counter-terror spawn.
That was a very good execution.
Yeah.
I think just to speed it up a little bit, but I mean that was very good from their side.
And
a lot of
had a lot of patience there.
Yeah, no, definitely, they definitely did. They sat side very tight.
Yeah.
But I mean, the strategies on the Red Wolf side concerning the T side is very strong.
Pew Pew just mowed them down. They were in a line, but Bullet Rain gets his revenge, bringing down Pew Pew and Apps, and gets that from us. Oh, brings down Tabuzel, and that should be A side if they want to try go for this. Looks like they're gonna jump down.
Dankenstein is still there, but I mean, we're having a quick rotate from B.
Yeah.
We have one in Apps, and yeah, they're kind of being like wrapped around right now.
100%. It looks like Sativa's coming from other side spots. One brings down Bullet Rain, and now it's a one. Griffey, you've got a lot on your shoulders, and unfortunately doesn't do it. Oh man, Ghouligans just seem to be on form here. They're executing very well. Their rotations are on point. But yeah, maybe it was a bit of a save from ZA Red Wolves, if I'm not mistaken, though. So we'll see what they decide to do this round.
I mean, their economy is looking really good right now.
Yeah.
But it seems like they're buying old Deagles. I don't know what they're planning, but I think it's big. If you look at their economy is still pretty high. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm a little perplexed by that actually. Going all Deagles when you kind of need you know, it's going to be 4-15 if you don't pull this round off.
I don't know. I don't know what they're playing. Maybe they did a lot of Deagle practice.
Yeah.
And I mean, the Deagle is very strong.
It is. Looks like they're pushing with the shotgun. He spots one, brings him down. But
Zanperonic is just shotgun. No.
Yeah, I don't think they expected that. In fact, they bring down Sneaky Elf and Red Denza, so things not looking good for them. But maybe they can get a couple headshots here with the... Oh, they get Pew Pew there. Griffey just securing that kill. Oh, but he ends up going down as he's exiting Apps, and I think the last player Token does bring down Zophonic, but he will drop. And that is 15-4 to Ghouligans.
And this is the last round potentially.
Yeah.
I hope the ZA Red Wolves really make a really big comeback right now.
Yeah, we see a full buy coming from them. Oh, and we're seeing another noob cannon. Zanny, oh man.
It's on the opposite team.
But wait, it wasn't Pew Pew that had it. Okay.
Definitely not. I think right now the Zeta Red Wolves are ready to make a comeback.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see it because you know what, I've seen both teams play and I know they're both strong players, both teams. So yeah, I want to see a little bit more from this team.
Oh, break down one.
The noob cannon takes a fall.
Oh, that was the noob cannon. So like you mentioned, the issues with buying a noob cannon is if you fall, it's you know, it's going to be a challenge. They're doing a bit of a strange play. They've got bomb rotating onto A. They're pushing up B. All the rotations there. They bring down Dankenstein, and that just leaves Sativa and Tabuzel.
I mean, that's a very big bamboozle coming from the terrorist side.
Yeah. Some would say a bit of a Tabuzel. Oh man, cheeky jokes.
Yeah. So we've got a 1v2 situation. Tabuzzle is very low,
Hmm.
where both the T side players are very high on HP still. So I mean, I hope that this one is for the Red Wolves.
Yeah, I don't think he has enough time to get out of there. In fact, he does end up dropping to bullet rain. So, I mean, ZA Red Wolves leaving it to the last moment to bring back these rounds, but very valiant effort from them there. Unfortunately, they don't have an AWP this round, but neither does this. Oh, okay, bullet rain just stabbing Sneaky Elf there. Oh, bit of server lag there, I think. Alrighty, so it looks like they're being a bit more aggressive here. Double molly into Banana. In fact, the nades are coming thick and fast. In fact, they're pushing onto B-side so quickly. Can they get the pickles here? They spot one with the nade open. And there's only one left there, but it looks like it's going to be just a trade. Sneaky Elf gets the last guy inside. They could push this very quickly and get that bomb down. Token missing that smoke a bit there. Doesn't be careful, he's trying to play into the smoke. Spots one, can he bring him down? It doesn't look like he's going to get him there. Oh, the bomb's not even on site yet. But it does look like the guy that has bomb does have a smoke, so they should be able to re-smoke that and push over onto side.
I mean, the Ghouligans did pick up on the first play, so they did leave one at A.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Griffin.
Griffin just absolutely sitting down Pew Pew as he came through construction. But so yeah, as we said, this is not the easiest of plays to retake this side.
No, definitely not.
Oh,
Ooh!
another headshot coming from Griffy. He knows. Oh, the headshot from the shotgun. Wow, indeed. Oh, Tabuzzle's in such a spot of bother here. Red Denser, don't peek! Oh, he peeks and he gets headshotted. Does he have enough time to... Yeah, he should be able to defuse. In fact, the GG's coming out. GG, well played, guys. That is 16-5 to the side of Ghouligans. Very well played to them. And well done to ZA Red Wolves. A bit of a tough match for them, but maybe one that they can, you know, take into their practice and learn from.
I mean, that was a really good game to watch.
Yeah.
That was really, really a good game to watch. I was a little bit terrified because of all of the util usage. But I mean, they did really, really well.
Yeah, no, it was a very good performance from both of them. And I think, you know, Ghouligans, they just looked very good on that map. I mean, they executed perfectly, good utility. And I mean, they did get to choose Terrace, and I kind of see why. It seemed like the Terrace, you know, it seemed like the executions from both teams on the Terrace side was very strong. So, you know, maybe playing to that strength a bit there and getting the Terrace side first.
Yeah, no, definitely. But we do have the captains in the waiting room for us
Awesome
ready
stuff.
for when we're ready.
Okay. Yeah, let me bring them in, guys. We're going to chat to them. Just for everyone that has joined us during that match, there is only going to be one match tonight. Unfortunately, the one match was, if I'm not mistaken, rescheduled. But with that, let's chat to the captains quickly. Let's move them into the channel. Awesome stuff. Token, how's it going?
How's it, guys? How are you?
Hey, good in you. And sorry, Zephronic. Awesome, man.
Zephronic.
Zephronic. Okay, cool, man. Sorry, that was a bit of a tough one to
You're
pronounce.
still butchering it, but it's fine. I'll forgive you.
Okay, no, that's all right. That's all right. Don't worry. Just like a couple more rounds and I'll get it. Awesome stuff. So pretty good round, and well done to both the teams. How did you guys find that match?
It was good. I think the Red Wolves T side was looking pretty good. Unfortunately, there was just not enough rounds to show.
Yeah.
You know, but it definitely, that T side felt a bit hard.
Yeah.
Hard to play against. Yeah.
Awesome stuff. And Token, from your side?
Yeah, we went in with some strats, and obviously when it came down to the game, the pressure got to us, and we tried to call our timeouts and obviously counter Zen and them. But they were the better team at the end of the day, and it means that we've got a lot of more practice to do and things to work out in our team.
No, that's awesome to
But
hear. That's,
yeah,
always look forward.
100%.
Yeah, and I think I think I'll just call you Zan. It might
Yeah,
just
that's
be
perfect.
a bit easier. Awesome stuff. So, we're actually chatting a bit about that during the match. Is actually, you guys got T-side initially first with winning the knife round. Did you? I mean, was that? Do you think that was a big deal for the match? Because you mentioned both sides had a good T-side.
Look, what I like to do as a rule, when winning knife round on the first map, you'll see in best of threes as well. I prefer to start on the T side because everyone's a bit cold, so you have more control over the pace. So if we were to win the knife round on, say, map 2, we'd more look towards the CT side, and map 3 as well because you're a bit in it. But if you can kind of set your own pace at the start of a series, which can help some momentum, and I think the momentum carried us a bit.
Awesome stuff, and I think Token, sort of the same thing for you guys. Was that were you guys looking to try get T-side, or were you kind of
Yeah, that
comfortable
actually
with?
caught us by surprise because we were expecting to play T first, but obviously Zen and them, yeah, caught us by surprise and they told us to go CT. And
Oof.
yeah, we weren't expecting that actually, Zen, and well played on you on that. But we tried our
Thanks.
best and we gave it our all. And yeah,
Sounds
I would
good.
also like to thank my team. Obviously they kept calm and we tried to outplay you guys, but you were the better team at the end of the day.
Thanks. I do have to say that I think Red Wolves definitely has the potential. Just like I think the one thing that kind of cost you on your CT side is I did tell it earlier, but is giving up the banana control. Just that's the most important part of the map, So taking the control, you can leave that solo play on B. We weren't able to take it as well because your T side was good, and that's something we'll also have to work on. But definitely, maybe just try and see if you can take some banana control, especially when you have the util to do it.
Awesome
Yes,
stuff.
100%. Thanks for the
Awesome.
info, Zan.
Sweet.
Okay, and Zanny, do you have any questions for the captains?
Don't always.
Awesome.
Okay, but I'm gonna start off first by giving a little bit of a speech. Because so Token, I heard you say that they are the better team, and I do not agree. You don't get better teams, okay? You get better practices on different maps, but you don't get better teams. I think all teams are really good. Me and Supertramp, we both did spectate both teams, and I can tell you that you're not a bad team. You're a very strong team. You have good communications, and you put in a lot of practice. Okay, maybe just not your map. Okay, so okay. Now that that's aside, okay.
Thanks, Zanny.
It's a pleasure. Okay, so now I have a question for Token. Okay, so I was really, really disgusted with you guys when you guys bought the noob cannon, but I was really, really impressed with you guys when you chucked it away after winning that round, and I was like, oh, now I get it. Is that
It,
like a
it was
planned
an
out strat?
accident. No, it was an accident buy by Denza. So
Oh
we didn't
no.
have enough economy to buy another gun, so he had to play with it and then chuck it away. It was the only reason for that buy. It was
Okay,
an
well,
accidental buy at the end of the day, guys.
I would actually look into making that a strat. That really worked. That
I
really
thought
paid
it
off.
was very cool for,
I
the
also thought it was.
economy. Because you
I
can,
thought it was super smart.
yeah, you can break. I mean, what did you guys think of it, Zan?
We were a bit caught off guard. The auto sniper is not really something you do strat around. I don't know if you saw. I actually just on the last round also bought a auto sniper, but just got one tap by bullet. So I guess Denza's just better at it than I am.
He be
But
pasta.
so no, I think it can work. I think though it's difficult to retake with. That's the big thing. So avoiding an auto sniper and having to retake it on A is perhaps not the ideal, but maybe last round of the game, something like that. It's something to catch someone off. So I do think it can work. I don't think it should be a permanent strat though, because it's easily counterable once you are aware that it's there.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's what I did explain to Supertramp Day when they bought it. I was like, oh no. I'm like, if that person falls with that noob cannon and the opposite team gets it, it is KO for them, because that could potentially mean that that person that picked up the weapon could wreck a whole team without even trying.
100%.
But it was a cool strat though. I like it.
Yeah, thanks.
even though it was a oopsie, it was a cool strat. And then Zan, I've got a question for you. So there was a situation where you guys took site, and one of y'all boosted on top of Fountain over the smoke. Is that a general strategy you guys use, or was that also like just a spur of the moment thing?
At spur of the moment, I don't like calling too hard. I do trust my players because they're very smart players. So it's just like a general idea of the round. I'm also not that execute heavy, So I like having my defaults and letting my players shine because they do have the game sense and the aim to outperform some teams. The executes are more when it starts going a bit downhill. You'll see, kick into some executes, get into some post plants. But yeah, the players I think I'm very fortunate to have very good and smart players on my team, and they free to do a lot during the rounds and make their own decisions.
Because for a moment there, it seemed like your player peeked him through the smoke, and then I was like, no, it wasn't. He got on top of Fountain, and he could see perfectly, but coming from CT side, you can't see the player on the Fountain. So I thought that was really smart. That was a dope strat right there.
Yeah, so whoever did that, I'll be honest, I don't know which map or which person you're talking about. But
me neither. I just saw it happen.
Probably taboos or something you would do, I think.
And then token last question. So I've noticed while I picked up on both sides, your team does not buy armor. They buy pistols and utility, which really paid off on the T side, but it did not really pay off on the CT side. That really hurt your economy. What is your thoughts around that?
Okay, so we normally double nade hard. I'm giving away our stats obviously, but we normally double nade or molly off banana to stop the aggression.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work always because of if the guys late push it, then we basically stuff for the rest of the round. So it does work sometimes. It doesn't work obviously, but it's a 50-50 chance. You have to gamble it. But on our T side, there are guys that buy armor, but it's not everyone.
Oh, okay. Because I thought that was a really cool strat, especially because you guys played a very, very strong T first round. It was like you guys were just cutting through them like butter. Like, I see you, you're dead. I see you, you're dead. And I was like,
Yeah, it's utility that helps you take a site at the end of the day. Because when you smoke and flash, it gives you better site entry, should I say.
Ah, I see. Okay.
I've got to say, sorry if I just made the util on B. I think token you can consider keeping it because there's lots of hiding places, if I can say that, like on B, that's only your head sticks out. But I think on the A side, armor is a bit more important because the body is more exposed. So I don't think you should ever change that B side double nade, because it can win you some rounds, and even if it goes badly, you can even have a go with the kit, and there's people that hide, so
yes,
with the headshot angle, so it's not really costing you that much.
100%.
And then I just wanted to say both teams played very well, very strong plays from both teams. And then I wanted to tell Token, please ask Mr. Pig if I can come join you guys for one practice. I need some.
You're more than welcome anytime. Just message us and we're here to help.
Hey!
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome, and thank you guys for chatting with us. I think it was very insightful, especially to myself and maybe some lower ranked players. I definitely don't think about these kinds of things. I sort of run in and go, oh, that happened. But thank you for chatting with us, and best of luck in your next group matches, guys.
Oh, yeah,
Cool.
thanks.
Thanks.
Awesome
Okay.
stuff.
Thanks.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers,
Bye.
cheers.
Ciao.
Great stuff, guys. That is Zere Red Wolves captain and the Ghouligans captain. And well done to both of those teams on that match. And thank you, Zanny, for casting the match with me.
No problem.
Awesome stuff. And remember, guys, drop a follow to the channel if you have not already to get notifications when we go live next. And I think with that, we are going to be closing out the stream. So thank you, Zanny, and thank you, everyone, for watching.
Bye.
I won't let you down, 'cause you know me through and through.